total joke. He's a total joke of a man.
I've got them skills.
He doesn't even know what he's playing.
That's how I roll. All right, let's
Roll
talk.
out the ruck.
Oh, man. That's why I've cut the line rugby, not hit the rugby. Keep that in mind. Cut the line rugby, Paul Stubbs here. It is time for the knockouts in the World Cup.
Snip, snip.
Snip, snip.
Cut the line, man. Cut it.
It's wonderful, yeah.
One, if you will.
Man. All right. For the people in Japan now, glory, they're going on to play the Springboks in the quarterfinals. So you think we should beat Japan in the quarterfinal?
It's scandalous not to. If we don't beat them in the quarterfinal, then why did we go?
Well, they beat us the last time they met us at a World Cup. They knocked us over.
Yeah, but last time we were a different beast.
We were a different beast, that's true, and hopefully we're a better beast this time around. How do you feel about the Springboks?
It's kind of gone the way I expected. I didn't really expect to win that first game because I still think New Zealand are a better team than us. When it comes to crunch time and knockout time is when it counts.
Some of the things that are happening in the centres against Canada, and I know it's Canada, were really interesting because Handré came onto the field late. Frans Steyn was still on the field. Elton was still on the field. So Elton played fly, Frans Steyn played inside, Handré played outside. I think that was what was going on. And then Handré threw this awesome skip pass to the outside, which set off our attack. Malcolm Marx. He lost his place in the Springbok team at the World Cup. Yeah,
and he's been, in all fairness, he's been scratchy though. Up to this season has not been his best season.
But the best group of players, I mean, between Cheslin,
yeah,
Pieter-Steph du Toit.
Pieter-Steph du Toit is always. He's probably been South Africa's best player for the past 2 years.
Yeah, he's been absolutely incredible.
He's been ridiculous.
RWC Snyman, for me, against Canada.
He's a total joke. He's a total joke of a man.
Hello, Jones, how are you?
Fine. No, the problem is this is a site for a councillor.
Okay.
Yeah, so we don't allow any shooting.
Second location, booted by security.
Dos locación.
It's understandable considering it is a national stadium and...
It's not understandable. The city works for you. Did they just work for me?
Frans Steyn has been absolutely magnificent. True professional, his motivation, I mean, he looks like glue in the team as well. Never mind his skills. He's never looked as slim and trim as he did when he won the World Cup at the age of 20. But I assume that's because he's been in France, sipping on fine wines and eating wonderful food. But in spite of that, he remains a high-quality rugby player. The class is undeniable. The way that he kicks the ball, his boot is remarkable. So what do you think about Franco Mostert right now?
Franco Mostert, I think he's just a solid player all round. He's the kind of player that he might not give you a 10 out of 10. He might give you a 10 out of 10 performance once, but he'll always give you like a 7.5 to 8.5 like every game. Like he's an animal, he's a beast.
It's a weird thing right now. In my mind, that New Zealand game, it's been written off. If we'd won that match, for me, that would have been the beginning of the World Cup. Everything is falling into place. But since then, since we lost to New Zealand, basically been picking up the pieces of my broken heart. And thinking that Ireland were coming for us until that wonderful performance, which now is presented us in Japan in the quarterfinals, which I think is the kind of momentum we still need.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, it's just, I don't
What do you mean by momentum we still need?
I feel like we're not firing on all cylinders. Even
it's enough to play like a big team.
Yeah, you know, like we need to have everything in place. Like even
I almost want to play a big team now because I feel like we've just been playing weak teams the whole time. That's why I'm keen for knockouts to get going. If you're a tier 1 nation and you expect that you can lose against Japan, not you might lose, you can lose, it's out of order for me. Great for the tournament that they've won because especially the fact that they're hosting the tournament. It's really important, that kind of stuff.
The group stages is the time for the smaller nations to shine because they're playing on the biggest stage against the biggest teams in the world. Namibia playing against New Zealand and challenging them for that length of time. Fiji, what they almost did to Wales, that was an amazing performance. Finally, from Fiji, although Fiji should be a lot better. Fiji is not of the level of Georgia and all the rest of them. What's that Eddie Jones thing? Phrase often uttered in rugby circles. Eddie Jones said it was a gift from the typhoon gods. That's cheap shots, but that's, you know, Eddie always making the headlines. What he's saying does bring up a good point. England, France should have been playing each other. Now they get to chill.
Right.
Head into the groups, head into the knockout rounds with a week's rest, and England playing against France would be physical. Anything could happen in that match. The things that happened to Wales during that last Fiji match, because Fiji had to win. In the last group stage matches, those teams really come at you hard, and your players are tired, anything can happen. So it's a big one that they don't get to play.
Injuries, all sorts.
New Zealand, Italy had to win that match with a bonus point, essentially, in order to make the knockouts. New Zealand don't have to play that match against the crazy Italians playing for their lives. Now they get that extra rest, and for me, the two top teams at this World Cup, probably most favoured to win, New Zealand and England, and then possibly Ireland.
Yo, you're putting us fourth.
I'm not saying the exact list of 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sounds like an exact list to me.
We're probably in the second group, which would be tied for third. I would say England, New Zealand.
You think England and Ireland have a bigger chance of winning than us?
I think England, New Zealand, and Ireland coming into this World Cup
So
had a
you
better
have put
chance.
us fourth.
And now,
Okay,
yes.
so
yes.
so you put us fourth.
Yes.
Okay.
Which makes us the underdog.
That's all the people ask.
Which makes us
That's
the
all I
underdog.
ask.
And we're coming for the top.
Okay.
That's what I believe. And as we came in.
Hatred.
Yeah. That's why I'm not wearing the jersey today. It's in the wash. I only have one jersey.
Yeah. Look out. I am a patriot. I'm the one fighting for people talking about Ireland and stuff or winning. Guys, I think that's fourth. Cuatro.
It's all in the head,
Cuatro.
not in the heart. Keep that in mind.
Number one. Now, my quote has always been a fit Andre Pollard is taking us to the cup. Last time I checked, he's still fit.
All right.
So we're going straight to the top.
Okay. All right. There it is.
Bank that.
Before the sun sets on us, quarterfinal, without considering what Rassie would choose and not choose, who would you start in that match? 1 to 15. Rattle it off real quick. So, Stephen Kitsoff, Bongi Manambi, Malcolm Mars.
Bongi's playing well, bro. I'd have to start Bongi. That would be the one funny change. That's not normally.
Well, he's starting now, really.
Yeah.
He really is. Okay, Stephen Kitsoff, Bongi Manambi, Frans Malherbe.
Yeah,
Eben Etzebeth,
definite.
next to him, RWC Snyman, Franke Mostert.
If we want to have impact off the bench, RWC is definitely the better way to go.
So Lotte Jager is, our locks, it's just ridiculous.
I
Okay.
don't think Lutz on the same level as the other guys, personally.
Loose trio, it's basically locked in the loose trio.
Sia, Dwayne, Peter Steph.
Peter Stepstone, yeah. And then Francois going to be on the bench.
Yeah,
Like, there's no room for argument in our loose trio, and even less room for injury.
Yeah.
Because if we get injured in the loose trio, we don't.
Quaggles, mate, of this injury. He's waiting there. 7 stuff.
And I think in a big match, Quaggel would step up in a big way. Time's ticking away on us here. All right, Faf.
Of course.
So then we're moving on to Andre.
Yeah,
obviously.
showcase.
So, 12, Damien Dallender.
Yeah.
13, 14,
Cheslin.
15,
Philly, right now.
11.
Ngosi.
There you go, ladies and gents. Mapimpi out the team. One last thing. On the bench, Warwick Galant or Damian Willemse?
That is a bit of a scratcher right there. That's a tough one. I'd have to give it to Galant right now because he's been there. And then maybe next game, depending on what happens, I'd maybe give Willemse a go.
Think about the options Willemse offers.
Yeah, that's also true though.
Fullback, outside
But he's only played one game, and
yeah.
for his second game to be a knockout game is a big call, I think. So I would want to bring him, but then I can't bring him on. Then he'd have to play. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. But it can't be, because he wasn't in the squad before, so Galant has to be ahead of him.
Yeah,
me-
but Willemse does offer you more. I get that. But we would. Don't we have another flat back on replacement though?
So we'll have
scrum
the
off.
scrum off on the bench, and then we're going to have somebody at least cover the fly off. Because Franz Stein's going to be on the bench, so we'll cover the fly off, and then we'll have one back line.
Then if that's
Third
the case,
back
then
line.
I'd have Galant there, just because out of virtue that Willemse has just arrived, I
Yeah.
think.
And
I don't
that's-
think Galant has got enough chances anyway.
Yeah. Unless it goes for a 6-2 split, then we have 2 backline players on the bench, which I hate. The Boks are going to do it. Doesn't matter who comes at us. It's the best place to be. It's the only place to be. It's the only way to live. Thank you guys very much. I don't know what to say.